Welcome to God Tells You, where you receive direct messages from the Father for your specific situation. If this is your first time here, you are not here by accident. God led you to this channel at this exact moment for what you need to hear today. My child, stop scrolling. Right now, I need your full attention for what I am about to reveal. This is not another motivational message. This is not another feel-good sermon. This is a direct word from me to you about something that is unfolding in your life at this very moment. Something you cannot afford to miss. Something that could cost you everything if you walk away before you hear it all. You found this message because I led you here. Not by accident. Not by algorithm. By divine appointment. And what I am about to tell you will answer the questions you have been asking in the middle of the night when you could not sleep. The doubts you have been wrestling with when you wondered if I was still listening. The confusion you have felt when you tried to make sense of why things have been so hard for so long. Listen closely, my beloved. These words are not for the casual observer. They are for those who have been in a season of waiting so long that they started to believe the wait would never end. Those who have been faithful in the dark, wondering if anyone noticed. Those who have been holding on by a thread, asking themselves if it is even worth it anymore. You are not here by chance. You are here because your breakthrough is closer than you think. And you need to understand what is happening right now in the spiritual realm before you do something that sabotages everything I am about to release. Stay with me. Do not click away. Do not get distracted. Because by the time we finish this conversation, you will have clarity that changes everything. My child, I am unveiling the abundance I have been holding in reserve for you. I know what you have been going through. I saw you last month sitting at your kitchen table, staring at bills you could not pay, wondering how you were going to make it through another week. I was there when you checked your bank account and felt that sinking feeling in your stomach, that shame, that embarrassment that you worked so hard for so long and still ended up here. I watched you the night you lay in bed unable to sleep, running calculations in your head, trying to figure out what you could cut, what you could sacrifice, who you could ask for help without admitting how bad things really were. I saw the tears that finally came when the pressure became too much and you let yourself feel how tired you are of struggling. You have been faithful in the lean season, my beloved. You tithed when you could not afford to. You gave to others when you needed it yourself. You helped people who never helped you back. You sowed seeds in rocky ground, believing that somehow, someday, there would be a harvest. And you are right. There will be. But pause. What I am about to release is not just provision. It is overflow. It is not just enough to get by. It is more than enough to transform your entire situation. It is not just an answer to your prayers. It is an answer that exceeds what you knew to ask for. This is urgent because you are standing at the exact moment when the warehouse of heaven is about to open over your life. But there are conditions. There are requirements. And if you walk away before you understand what they are, you will miss the window. The abundance I have prepared is already in motion. The doors are already opening. The connections are already being made. The opportunities are already being orchestrated. But they require your cooperation. They require your alignment. They require you to position yourself correctly to receive what is coming. My child, I am exposing why your season of lack has lasted as long as it has. This is going to be difficult to hear, but I love you too much to let you continue in patterns that block your blessing. So listen with an open heart, even if it hurts. There are areas where you have been operating in independence instead of dependence. You have been trying to make things happen in your own strength, instead of surrendering to my timing. You have been forcing doors, instead of trusting me to open them. You have been leaning on your own understanding, instead of acknowledging me in all your ways. I am not saying this to condemn you. I am saying this to free you. Because as long as you are striving in your own effort, you block the flow of supernatural provision. As long as you are trying to figure it all out yourself, you cannot receive what only I can give. The scarcity you have experienced has been a refining process. It has been teaching you where your security really comes from. It has been weaning you off dependence on your job, your savings, your abilities, so that you learn to depend fully on me. And now that lesson is complete. Now you are ready. Now you understand that apart from me, you can do nothing. But with me, all things are possible. Now you have learned the difference between worldly provision and kingdom abundance. This shift in your understanding is what qualifies you for what comes next. Because what I am about to release into your life is so great that if you still thought it came from your own effort, it would destroy you. Pride would take root. Self-sufficiency would creep in. You would start to believe you did it yourself. But you cannot believe that anymore, because you know. You have tried everything in your power and it was not enough. You have exhausted every option and still came up short. You have worked yourself to the bone and still could not break through. Now you are positioned to receive abundance you did not earn, provision you did not work for, favor you did not deserve. And when it comes, you will know beyond any doubt that it came from me. And you will give me the glory, and that glory will attract even more blessing. My child, I know you have questions about timing. You have asked me 1,000 times, why not sooner? Why did it have to take this long? Why did I have to go through all of this? Let me answer those questions once and for all. If I had given you abundance when you first asked for it, you would not have been ready to steward it. You would have made decisions that felt good in the moment, but cost you in the long run. You would have surrounded yourself with people attracted to your resources instead of committed to your purpose. You would have built your life on a foundation that could not sustain the weight of blessing. So I made you wait. Not to punish you, to prepare you, not to withhold from you, to protect you, not to deny your prayers, to answer them in a way that lasts. Every month you barely made it through was building character you could not develop in plenty. Every humbling moment was teaching you compassion for others in lack. Every time you wanted to give up but did not, was proving to yourself that you have what it takes to endure. Now, you are not the person who first asked for breakthrough. You are wiser, stronger, humbler, more grateful, more dependent on me, more aware that everything you have is grace, and that version of you can handle what is coming. The earlier version would have been destroyed by it, but not you, not now. Now you are ready. If this truth is settling into your spirit right now, if you sense the shift happening even as you read these words, I need you to make a declaration. Type 888 in the comments. These 3 8s represent abundance, infinity, the endless supply of heaven being released into the earth. When you type 888, you are agreeing with what I am doing. You are positioning yourself to receive. You are opening your hands to what I am pouring out. Type 888 right now. And if you have not yet subscribed to God Tells You, do it now. This channel is where I consistently speak my word directly to my children who are hungry for truth. When you subscribe and turn on notifications, you ensure you never miss a message I have specifically for you. There are thousands in this community who are experiencing breakthrough because they stay connected to what I release here. Join them. Subscribe to God Tells You. My child, I am revealing the specific areas where breakthrough is about to manifest. I am not speaking in generalities. I am speaking with precision about your life, about your situation, about what is coming. First, I am opening a financial door you did not see coming. It will not be through the channels you have been watching. It will not be the promotion you have been waiting for or the opportunity you have been pursuing. It will be something unexpected, something you could not have orchestrated, something that only makes sense in hindsight when you recognize my hand in it. This financial breakthrough will not just meet your immediate need. It will create margin. It will give you breathing room. It will allow you to live without the constant stress of wondering if you will have enough. And it will position you to be a blessing to others in ways you have always wanted to be, but could not afford. Second, I am restoring relationships that were damaged during your season of struggle. There are people who distanced themselves when you were in lack, not because they were bad people, but because they did not know how to walk with you through that valley. Now that you are emerging, they will return. but you will see them differently. You will value them appropriately. You will not need their approval like you once did. And the relationships will be healthier because of it. Third, I am resurrecting a dream you buried. There is something you wanted to do, something you felt called to create, something that used to set your heart on fire, but you put it aside because survival demanded all your energy. That dream is about to come back to life, but not in the way you originally envisioned. In a bigger way, a better way, a way that only I could have designed. Fourth, I am healing something in your body that has been draining you. You have been living with low-level pain, fatigue, inflammation, something that has become your normal, but is not my intention for you. As your circumstances shift, your health will shift. As stress decreases, healing will increase. You are about to feel physical vitality you have not felt in years. Fifth, I am giving you influence you did not seek. People are going to start asking for your advice, your input, your perspective. Your story of how you made it through is going to become a testimony that encourages others. Your life is going to become a living sermon that points people to me. And you will not be able to take credit for it because you will know that only I could have brought you through what you went through. These 5 areas are already in motion. You cannot see them yet, but they are moving toward you like a freight train of blessing. And they will arrive suddenly, not gradually, suddenly. One day you will be in the valley, and seemingly overnight, you will be on the mountain. My child, I am calling you to prepare for abundance before it arrives. This is the part most people miss, and it is why I am speaking this to you clearly through God tells you today. They wait for the blessing before they start living like it is real. But faith does not work that way. Faith prepares the table before the food arrives. Faith sets up the infrastructure before the resources come. Faith acts as if it is already done because in my realm, it is already done. So what does preparation look like? First, clean up the mess that accumulates during hard seasons. The clutter in your space that reflects the chaos in your mind. The broken things you have been tolerating because you did not have energy to fix them. The disorganization that keeps you in survival mode. Clear it out. Create space. Make room for what is coming. Second, forgive the people who were not there when you needed them. Release the bitterness about who did not help, who did not understand, who judged you for struggling. That unforgiveness is a closed fist that cannot receive. Open your hand by opening your heart. Let go of the grudge, not because they deserve it, because you deserve to be free. Third, start speaking differently about your situation. Stop rehearsing the story of lack. Stop describing yourself as someone who never has enough. Stop prophesying poverty over your own life through the words of your mouth. Begin to declare abundance. Call things that are not as though they are. Say what I say about you, not what your bank account says. Fourth, position yourself for opportunity. Update your resume even if you are not looking for a job. Learn a new skill even if you do not know why. Connect with people even if you cannot imagine how they could help you. Get ready. Because when God tells you that it is time to move, you need to be positioned to move quickly. Fifth, increase your giving. I know this sounds counterintuitive when you are in need, but the kingdom economy works on the principle of seed time and harvest. You cannot reap what you do not sow. Give something, even if it is small, even if it hurts, even if it makes no logical sense. Plant a seed in faith and watch me multiply it back to you. These 5 preparations signal to heaven that you are ready, that you are serious, that you believe what I am saying. And when you position yourself in faith, you accelerate the manifestation of what I have promised. My beloved child, I am warning you about the final test before breakthrough. The enemy knows what I am about to release into your life, and he is terrified, so he is launching one last assault to get you to quit right before the finish line. This is why the last few weeks have felt harder than ever. This is why new problems have emerged just when you thought you were getting ahead. This is why people have disappointed you, why unexpected expenses hit, why your faith has been tested in ways it has not been tested before. This is the final exam, the last hurdle, the ultimate proving ground. And if you can stand firm through this, if you can refuse to give up now, if you can hold on to faith when everything looks hopeless, you will break through into a dimension of blessing you have never experienced. Here is what the enemy is trying to do. He wants you to make a decision out of desperation that disqualifies you from the blessing. He wants you to compromise your integrity for quick money. He wants you to partner with the wrong people because you are tired of waiting for the right ones. He wants you to give up on the dream because the process is taking longer than you expected. He wants you to settle for less than what I have promised because you have lost hope that the promise is real. Do not fall for it. Do not trade your birthright for a bowl of soup. Do not sell out for temporary relief that costs you permanent blessing. Do not make agreements out of desperation that you will regret in abundance. Stand firm. Hold steady. Keep believing. Keep obeying. Keep trusting. Just a little longer. Just a little further. You are closer than you think. And if you quit now, you will never know how close you really were. The darkness is always heaviest right before dawn. The battle is always fiercest right before victory. The test is always hardest right before breakthrough. This intensity is not proof that you are going backward. It is proof that you are about to break through. If you need strength to keep standing, if you need faith to keep believing, if you need courage to keep going, type 777 right now. These 3 sevens represent divine perfection, the completion of a test, the breakthrough that comes when you refuse to quit. When you type 777, you are declaring, I will not give up, I will not compromise, I will not settle, I am standing firm until I see what God has promised. Type 777, my child, I am establishing a new normal in your life that will shock everyone who knew you in your season of struggle. What is coming is not just a temporary upgrade. It is a permanent shift. It is not just a one-time breakthrough. It is a new level of living that becomes your baseline. You are not just getting out of debt. You are stepping into a lifestyle of generosity where you never worry about money again. You are not just getting a better job. You are stepping into your calling where work feels like worship, and you are compensated abundantly for doing what you love. You are not just surviving. You are thriving in ways that make others ask, what happened to you? And here is what you need to understand about this new level. It will require new habits. You cannot live at this altitude with your old patterns. You cannot steward this blessing with your old mindset. You cannot maintain this breakthrough with your old disciplines. So I am going to teach you how to live here. I am going to show you how to manage money as a steward instead of an owner. I am going to train you to make decisions from rest instead of from anxiety. I am going to mentor you in generosity that flows from abundance instead of giving, that comes from obligation. This is not just about getting more. This is about becoming more. Becoming the person who can carry this level of blessing without it corrupting you. Becoming the person who can handle influence without it inflating your ego. Becoming the person who can walk in favor without forgetting where you came from. God tells you today that you are being promoted, not just in position, in character, in maturity, in spiritual authority. And when that internal promotion is complete, the external manifestation will follow automatically. My child, you have been asking me for increase. I am giving you transformation, because transformation is what makes increase sustainable. Transformation is what turns a windfall into lasting wealth. Transformation is what converts a lucky break into a permanent breakthrough. So embrace the process. Welcome the changes I am making in you. Do not resist the refining. Do not fight the pruning. Trust that I know what I am doing. And know that when the transformation is complete, the manifestation will be undeniable. My precious one, I am accelerating your timeline. What I told you would take years is going to happen in months. What you thought would be a slow progression is going to be a sudden leap. What you assumed would require decades of climbing is going to manifest as an elevator ride to the top. This acceleration is for those who remained faithful in the delay. This fast tracking is for those who did not complain during the wait. This supernatural speed is for those who trusted my timing, even when it made no sense. You kept believing when you had every reason to give up. You kept serving when you were not being served. You kept giving when you were not receiving. You kept hoping when hope seemed foolish. And now I am rewarding that faithfulness with acceleration you could not achieve through any amount of effort. In the coming weeks and months, you are going to experience what I call suddenly moments. Suddenly the job offer comes. Suddenly the relationship heals. Suddenly the door opens. Suddenly the provision appears. Suddenly the breakthrough manifests. These suddenly moments will not be random. They will be the culmination of seeds sown in secret, prayers prayed in the dark, obedience maintained when no one was watching. They will be the harvest of faithfulness that only I witnessed. And when people ask how it happened so fast, you will have only one answer. God did it. Because there will be no other explanation. No career trajectory that makes sense. No business plan that accounts for it. No natural process that explains it. Only divine intervention. Only supernatural favor. Only me. My beloved child, I am bringing this word to a close, but the work is just beginning. You have heard truth today that will change everything if you act on it. But it requires response. It requires engagement. It requires you to move. First, speak this declaration out loud right now. I receive the abundance God has prepared for me. I release every pattern of scarcity. I align myself with kingdom economy. I position myself for overflow. I prepare my life for blessing. I commit to steward what God gives me with faithfulness and generosity. I refuse to quit before my breakthrough. I will see the goodness of the Lord in the land of the living. Did you say it? Then it is done. That declaration just shifted something in the atmosphere around your life. Angels just received marching orders on your behalf. Demonic resistance just had to yield. The abundance that was held in reserve just got released. Second, take one step today toward the dream I am resurrecting. Research it. Talk to someone about it. Write down a plan. Invest 30 minutes exploring what it would look like. Do not wait until you have all the answers. Take the first step in faith, and I will direct your path as you walk. Third, sow a seed in faith. Give something to someone who cannot repay you. Support a ministry that is advancing the kingdom. Help a person in need without telling anyone you did it. Plant a seed in good soil and trust me to bring a harvest that exceeds what you sowed. Finally, mark today's date. Write it down. Remember it. Because this is the day everything changed. This is the day you stopped accepting lack and started expecting abundance. This is the day you transitioned from survival to overflow. This is the day you stepped into the season I have been preparing for you. Months from now, when you are walking in the fullness of breakthrough, you will look back at this moment and recognize it as the pivot point. The moment when faith became sight, when promise became reality, when hope became manifestation. My child, you are not alone in this transition. All over the world right now, people just like you are hearing this message through the God Tells You channel. People who have been faithful in the dark. People who have held on through the storm. People who are about to step into their season of abundance. You are part of the God Tells You family, a community of overcomers who are demonstrating that I am still a God who provides, who blesses, who rewards those who diligently seek me. This is not just a channel you stumbled upon. This is a divine connection I orchestrated to speak my word directly into your life. Share this message from God Tells You with 3 people who need to hear it. Someone in your family who is struggling financially. Someone in your circle who has been in a long season of waiting. Someone at your church who needs hope that breakthrough is real. When you share, make sure they know to subscribe to God Tells You so they can continue receiving these life-changing messages. Do not keep this to yourself. Let the message flow through you to others. My precious one, I am so proud of you. Proud that you made it through the valley. Proud that you stayed faithful when it would have been easier to quit. Proud that you are here right now on God Tells You, ready to receive what I am releasing. The abundance is not far off. It is not years away. It is right at the door. And you are about to experience breakthrough that will shock you with its suddenness and its magnitude. Walk forward with confidence. Your season of lack is over. Your season of abundance has begun. And nothing, no weapon formed against you, no scheme of the enemy, no natural limitation can stop what I have set in motion. Before you go, I need you to do 3 things. First, subscribe to God Tells You if you have not already. Hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you never miss when I have a word specifically for you. Second, type, "I receive abundance," in the comments so I can see your faith declaration. Third, share this video with at least one person who needs this message today. There are more messages coming through God Tells You that will continue your journey from breakthrough to breakthrough. Each message builds on the last. Each word I speak through this channel is strategically timed for your development. Stay connected, stay engaged, stay expectant. Believe it, receive it, walk in it. The warehouse of heaven is open over your life. The floodgates of blessing are unlocked. The overflow you have been asking for is here. This is my word to you through God Tells You. Let it be done according to your faith.